I certainly hope that after all that trick-or-treating in the cool night air, you had a nice, comfortable home to return to. If not, Eagle Shield wants to help. They offer NASA-certified insulation that will keep you warm in the fall despite the drop in temperature. Here to tell us more about their energy-efficient services is their owner, Garrett Harwood. Hi, Garrett.
Hey, how are you?
I'm great, thank you. It's awesome to have you back on the show. And help our viewers understand right now, who is the ideal Eagle Shield customer?
Well, typically any homeowner right now that's suffering of up to three things. They want to be cooler in the summer, warmer in the winter, save off the utility bill. They want to evacuate hot air out of the attic with our solar attic fans, or they want to deep clean and purify, wrap and seal their air conditioning heating ducts so that they don't get all the dirty dust and dirt particulates and rodents and vadents. So it's typically those three things that we help our clients the best with.
Okay, and a lot of clients at that, right?
45,000 clients in 20 years now, yes.
Okay, and they've had some amazing experiences working with Eagle Shield, so much that they're actually sharing their experiences with us. Do you mind if we take a listen and hear what they have to say?
Please.
Okay.
Really didn't know how much we'd save, but once we installed it, we saved $200 a month that allowed us to do other things for the family.
The family's definitely a lot more comfortable with Eagle Shield.
After we installed Eagle Shield, the internal temperature of the home dropped between 8 to 10 degrees, where it's actually cooler in the house than it was outside, and that's exactly what we're looking for.
Having my children comfortable is very important to me, and the Eagle Shield definitely has made a big difference in our lives.
And now they can sleep in their own beds.
Okay, Garrett, how can we help those watching become one of those happy Eagle Shield customers?
Well, we deal with the big three Department of Energy calls: insulation, ventilation, quality pure airflow. So the best way to find out if we could be a benefit or not is have us come out. We use thermal imaging. This will assess exactly where you're losing heat, gaining heat, what's going on with your airflow in your ducts, ventilation. We'll assess that for you. It's normally $350, but that fee is actually waived for mentioning Sac and Co today or mentioning your name, Melissa Paul. You get that fee waived. And actually for the first 50 callers that call right now while supplies last, we're going to give them a free water heater blanket, space age water heater blanket. Doubles their hot water, saves them about 20% off their hot water bill. They get that free for calling the toll-free number on the screen, 1-800-883-2453.
Great, and when it comes to your installation, you actually have a great example right here in studio of how that works.
Yes, out of the big three, insulation, ventilation, airflow, insulation is primary because that's what keeps the heat you don't want out in the summer, and it's what keeps the heat you do want in the winter. And this just shows you one of our products that we use. This is called High Performance Reflective Insulation. I don't know if you can see it, it's darkened on the screen there. But these are 250 watt heat lamps. Over here is regular fiberglass insulation that people are used to. You'll see that temperature attic, 150, 160 degrees. Over here, using high performance reflective insulation, you'll notice that's designed by NASA. That attic is 80, 90.
Wow.
So which home would you rather live under?
That's a huge difference in quite
now,
obvious. Yeah.
I'll give you a better example.
Okay.
This, if you press that, that's a BTU meter. If they're able to zoom in on that. Now, that'll burn your hand, but if you look at the BTU meter, let me turn the light so you see how it goes from high down. Now watch this.
Wow, okay. So near 500 degrees drops down to 2.
And so that's exactly what we do in people's homes.
Okay.
So once we insulate, that keeps 97% of the summer heat out and 97% of the heat you want back in. And once we put in a solar attic fan that sucks all the hot air out of the attic, creating a vacuum so the hot air leaves your home. And right now, especially with this climate coming up into winter, fall and winter, we really recommend have us come out, look at your ducts, because we deep clean them using 3 rotating brushes, scrape clean all the junk out of the ducts. Don't be surprised when we take out the token rodent or two. It's very normal for them to nest inside the duct run. Then we purify the duct with Envirocon, which is what hospitals use, and then we wrap and seal the duct with the aluminum blankets. That way you're keeping all the heat out, turning your duct into a thermos. So we really recommend that coming into the season. If you dust your home, and you notice a day or two later it's dusty again, that's 100% of the ducts.
Okay, so it's a sign that you
Very
definitely
important
need
to
that
do it,
cleaned
yes.
out. Okay, and you were talking about wrapping the ductwork though in that insulation, and that has to do with the NASA part of everything that you're mentioning, right?
Well, yes, who knows more about heat and cold than NASA? They deal with extremes, huge temperature extremes. So every spacecraft, every duct in a shuttle, in the space shuttle, every astronaut uniform is wrapped with high-performance reflective insulation. To the uneducated eye, it looks like aluminum foil. Aluminum foil is 22% aluminum. The rest is metal that conducts heat. That's why you can wrap a turkey with aluminum foil and it slowly cooks.
Yes.
Well, this is 99.5% pure industrial grade aluminum, 2 blankets, Mylar together. If you wrap that turkey with this, it's going to gobble at you and come back to life. It isn't cooking because no heat can get through.
That's a good way to put it, yes. And I mean, NASA developed this, so you know that this is, I mean, if they're going to put it on a space shuttle, you know that this works.
Well,
and
unfortunately, with the Napa
quite
fires that people are familiar with, what's the one thing fire departments use when they're caught in a fire? They wrap themselves with the space blankets. It saves thousands of lives.
Absolutely. And Garrett, obviously you know a lot about home comfort, so much that our viewers trust you and they're writing in some questions. Do you mind at least answering one today?
It'd be my pleasure.
Okay, let's go ahead and take a listen.
Hi, I'm calling from Folsom. I'd like to know the energy products you recommend that have the best return on investment.
Okay, well, the best return on investment goes from running your air and heater 70% less. So I would say number one, top of the line, is insulate. It's like people will ask me all the time, Garrett, should I upgrade my air conditioning unit? And my answer is, so you can more efficiently waste energy. The most important thing you do is insulate, so you keep the heat you don't want out, keep the heat you do want in. Second thing you do is ventilate. Very, very important in a Hades hot climate like Sacramento.
Absolutely.
And number three, make sure that airflow's pure. You're not wasting. The average duct leaks 28% just after 10 years of use. So we come in, deep clean it, purify them, wrap and seal them. That way your airflow doubles, you're not wasting, and you're extending the life of your unit.
Okay, and Garrett, you can help our viewers with all of that with your special offer.
Yeah, the main thing is to see if you even have a problem. So what you've arranged with us is we'll come out using thermal imaging. This is a $9,000 camera. It could find all heat loss, heat gain anywhere. We will do that audit for free. It's normally $350. Just call the toll-free number that'll appear up on the screen, 1-800-883-2453. And actually, for the first 50 callers, if you call right now while supplies last, we're going to give you a free space age water heater blanket. It's a $150 value. You get that free for calling the toll-free number. Mention Sac & Co or mention Melissa Paul, and you get that right now.
Excellent, Garrett. Thank you so much.
My pleasure.